Mr. Fitness, baby! Boom! Mr. Fitness 2.0, yeah! United States Navy, and we are back. Got another good video I wanted to put out today for you guys, and what it is on volumizing your carbohydrate intake. Now, what do I mean when I say volumizing? I mean basically the most volume, the most grams, the most amount of food that you could get for those specific calorie value. Where does this come in handy? Number one, if you're on a fat loss regimen, a fat loss nutrition, and you want to feel full, you want to get the most that you can. If you're aiming for a certain number of carbs per day, you want to when you consume that meal, you don't want to be hungry. 2 hours later, you want to get as much as you can. Or two, you're like me, you just have a really big appetite. Like I think might just have to indulge in competitive eating one day because I can put down some food, man. So if you just have you just have a large appetite and you want to feel full for the the most amount of calories, the most amount of food for your calories that you can put. So let me give you a couple of examples. The most volumizing, specifically, we're looking at carbohydrates. So number one on the list, spinach, fresh spinach or frozen spinach. You're going to get an entire cup, 2-3 cups of spinach might only have about 30 calories. So very, very filling, very micronutrient dense. Spinach, very good source if you're looking to not only get your micronutrients in, but volumize your carbohydrate choices. 2, green beans, really any green cruciferous vegetable, spinach, green beans, broccoli, kale, all of these very, very low calorie and high volume for the calories. Give or take, you're talking maybe 20 calories for a whole entire cup. So very high volume, low calorie. Number 2, some fruits that I really like to incorporate. Apples. Apples, very good. Apple a day, keep the doctor away kind of thing. But apple's very good considering this is a pretty good size apple, and it's only about 15 grams of carbohydrates for a really good size apple. So that blueberries, another one I have here, an entire cup of blueberries. Once again, very micronutrient dense. But an entire cup of blueberries only right around 18 grams of carbohydrates. So very filling, lots of fiber, very micronutrient dense, and it tastes very good too. So that's a couple of good fruits I like to put in there. Now our starches. Now this is where you really, if you're on that fat loss program where you really got that large appetite, you want to get the most bang for your buck, most amount of food. Starches that I really like to put in. Number 1, beans, specifically refried beans or pinto beans. You're getting your protein, you're getting your fiber, you're getting, most importantly, we're talking about filling the belly up. An entire cup of these beans is only about 35 grams of carbohydrates, 12 grams of protein, and 10 grams of fiber. So if you down a whole cup of refried beans or pinto beans, you're going to be full from the fiber, you're going to get your protein, and it's going to keep you full for hours on end. So beans, I really like white or red potatoes. White or red potatoes, a lot of people don't realize potatoes are very, very micronutrient dense, lots of potassium, and for the volume, this is a decent sized potato, only about 20 grams of carbohydrates. So if you are trying to fill in a meal, you need 60 grams of carbohydrates. You need 3 of these potatoes. You're going to be full. Also, like I said, very micronutrient dense as well. And then one other thing, pretty bro, but oatmeal. Very filling, very micronutrient dense. A whole cup of oatmeal, looking at just under 60 grams of carbohydrates. Very micronutrient dense, fiber dense, very, very filling. When it hits your stomach, it expands. So good old oatmeal, plain rolled oats. So just that, these are very, very, very filling, very high volume carbohydrate choices you can incorporate into your nutrition. I wanted to give one real quick example of something that's not a high volume choice and what kind of weighing it out here. This is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Now I love me some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, man. Don't get me wrong. You can work this into any nutrition plan, fat loss, muscle gain, what have you. But if you're trying to get the most volume Okay, would I rather have this little tiny container of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is 45 grams of carbs, or would I rather have about 3 cups of blueberries? You tell me. So, it's just putting it into perspective of volumizing your carbohydrate choices. I hope you like this video. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Mr. Fitness 2.0, United States Navy. Because volumizing your carbs? Oh yeah, got to do that to keep the 6-minute abs.